The Four Noble Truths, A Path to Inner Peace and Freedom. Introduction. Life is a journey filled with ups and downs, and at some point, everyone has asked themselves, why do we suffer? Why do pain, frustration, and disappointment seem inevitable? These are not new questions. Over 2,500 years ago, a man named Siddhartha Gautama, later known as the Buddha, sought to understand the nature of human suffering and found a profound answer that has stood the test of time. The Buddha's teachings center on four essential insights known as the Four Noble Truths. These principles are not just philosophical ideas but practical guidelines that can help us navigate life's difficulties with greater clarity, acceptance, and peace. Understanding these truths allows us to transform our struggles into opportunities for growth and enlightenment. Let's explore these four foundational principles and how they can be applied in daily life. The first noble truth, the truth of suffering, dukkha. The first step in understanding life's challenges is recognizing that suffering is an unavoidable part of the human experience. This is known as dukkha, which encompasses various forms of discomfort, dissatisfaction, and hardship. Suffering manifests in many ways. Physical pain from illness or aging. Emotional distress from loss or rejection. The struggle of chasing desires that never seem to satisfy us. The impermanence of happiness. What brings joy today may lead to disappointment tomorrow. One of the most relatable examples is the excitement of getting a brand new smartphone. Initially, it brings joy, but over time, the battery weakens, scratches appear, and a newer model is released. That initial happiness fades, leaving behind frustration. This cycle repeats with material possessions, relationships, and even life achievements. However, recognizing suffering is not meant to make us feel hopeless. Instead, it encourages us to face reality honestly so we can learn to navigate life with wisdom and resilience. Applying the first noble truth in life. Accept that suffering is natural and does not mean something is wrong with you. Stop resisting pain. Acknowledging it is the first step toward inner peace. Recognize that suffering is not permanent and will pass with time. The second noble truth, the cause of suffering, samadaya. If suffering is universal, what causes it? The second noble truth explains that suffering arises from attachment, craving, and desire. We become attached to people, material possessions, and even our own ideas of how life should unfold. When things don't go our way, frustration and pain follow. Common causes of suffering include material attachments, the endless pursuit of wealth, status, or luxury. Relationship expectations, wanting people to behave in ways that align with our desires. Unrealistic goals, placing happiness solely on achievements, leading to disappointment when expectations aren't met. A child with a favorite toy illustrates this concept well. The child treasures it, but when it breaks or gets lost, they feel immense sadness. The toy itself wasn't the problem, their attachment to it was. As we grow older, our attachments evolve, but the pattern remains the same. Overcoming attachment. Recognize that all things are temporary and ever-changing. Practice gratitude for what you have instead of constantly seeking more. Let go of rigid expectations and embrace life's natural flow. The third noble truth, the end of suffering, nirodha. Is suffering inevitable? According to the Buddha, no. The third noble truth teaches that we can end suffering by letting go of attachment and craving. This doesn't mean abandoning everything we love but rather changing our relationship with desires. True peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. Happiness does not depend on achieving a perfect life but on learning to navigate its imperfections with grace. Consider a clenched fist holding onto a struggling bird. The tighter you grip, the more the bird suffers. But if you gently open your hand, the bird can fly freely, and peace is restored. Similarly, when we stop clinging to things beyond our control, we find a deep sense of freedom. Practicing the third noble truth. Shift focus from controlling life to embracing it as it is. Detach from the need for perfection and embrace progress instead. Let go of past grudges and regrets, allowing healing to take place. The fourth noble truth, the path to the end of suffering, magga. The Buddha did not just identify suffering and its causes, he also provided a solution, the Eightfold Path. This is a practical guide to achieving wisdom, ethical living, and mental discipline, leading to true peace and liberation. The Eightfold Path consists of right understanding, seeing life as it truly is, accepting suffering as part of existence. Right intention, committing to kindness, compassion, and non-harming. Right speech, speaking truthfully, avoiding gossip, lies, and harmful words. Right action, living ethically, refraining from harmful behaviors. Right livelihood, choosing a profession that contributes positively to the world. Right effort, cultivating positive habits and letting go of destructive tendencies. Right mindfulness, staying present and aware in each moment. Right concentration, developing mental focus, often through meditation. Following the Eightfold Path is a gradual journey, not an overnight transformation. Small, consistent efforts lead to significant personal growth over time. Applying the Eightfold Path in life. Start with self-awareness, notice your thoughts, actions, and attachments. Make conscious efforts to practice kindness, truthfulness, and mindfulness. View life's obstacles as lessons rather than punishments. Conclusion. The Four Noble Truths offer a profound roadmap to overcoming suffering and achieving inner peace. By acknowledging suffering, understanding its causes, realizing that freedom is possible, and following a practical path to self-liberation, we can cultivate a life of clarity, compassion, and joy. Suffering is part of life, but it does not have to define us. By embracing these timeless teachings, we can navigate life's challenges with a peaceful heart and an open mind. Each step we take on this path brings us closer to a life of wisdom, balance, and true happiness. May you walk this journey with courage, mindfulness, and serenity. The path to freedom is open to all who seek it.